Everyone is chasing something in life, a dream, success, wealth, or recognition. Yet many people reach their goals and still feel empty inside, as if something important is missing. If you have ever felt this way, then this story may change how you see happiness forever. In a peaceful village, surrounded by green hills and flowing rivers, lived a young man named Daniel. People admired Daniel because he was brave, hardworking, and determined. Whenever others avoided challenges, Daniel stepped forward without fear. To everyone around him, Daniel looked successful. But deep inside, he carried a sadness no one could see. Even after achieving many things, he often felt empty. Something was missing. His heart remained restless. Day by day, that emptiness grew heavier. One day, Daniel heard about an old wise man named Eli who lived alone near the forest in a small wooden hut. People believed Eli had a rare gift. His words helped others understand themselves. Searching for answers, Daniel decided to visit him. When Daniel arrived, he found Eli sitting peacefully outside his hut, with calm eyes and a gentle smile. Daniel spoke with honesty. "Grandpa Eli, I work hard. I chase goals and try my best in everything, yet I never feel truly happy." "Why?" Eli looked at him quietly and replied, "I will answer your question. But first, I need you to do something." He handed Daniel an old wooden bucket full of cracks. "Go to the river every day for 1 week. Fill this bucket with water and pour it into my well." Daniel looked confused. The bucket was damaged, but he agreed. The next morning, Daniel began. He walked to the river, filled the bucket, and carried it back. However, before reaching the well, most of the water leaked through the cracks. By the time he arrived, the bucket was nearly empty. Still, Daniel repeated the task every day. The sun was hot, the journey was tiring, and each day he felt more disappointed because he believed he was failing. After 1 week, exhausted and discouraged, Daniel returned to Eli. With sadness in his voice, he said, "Grandpa, I failed. I could not fill your well." Eli smiled gently. "No, Daniel," he said softly. "You did not fail. Turn around and look behind you." Daniel turned. What he saw shocked him. The dry path he had walked every day was no longer empty. Beautiful flowers covered the ground. Green grass had grown everywhere. The once lifeless road had become full of life. Daniel stared in amazement. "How is this possible?" he asked. Eli replied, "The water leaking from the cracked bucket gave life to this path. Those cracks you thought were weaknesses became a source of beauty." He continued, "Life is the same. We all carry imperfections, failures, disappointments, and weaknesses. But our flaws do not make us useless. True happiness does not come only from reaching goals. It comes from the good we create during the journey. The destination is not always the most important thing. The impact we leave behind matters more." At that moment, something changed inside Daniel. For the first time, he understood. Even when life feels incomplete, even when success doesn't satisfy, our efforts may still bring hope, kindness, or beauty into someone else's world. Daniel returned home with a lighter heart, not because he had all the answers, but because he finally understood happiness. Sometimes, the meaning of life is not found in what we achieve, but in what we become while trying. Lesson: your weaknesses do not define you. Your mistakes do not destroy your worth. And even when you think you're failing, you may be creating something beautiful along the way. Never underestimate the impact of your journey, because true happiness is often hidden in the steps between where you are and where you want to be.